This is KCTV English News. I'm Hyung Shim. Provincial Council Chairman Kim Tae-seok expressed regret over the steering committee's decision to shelve the resolution on the formation of a special committee for the public survey on the island's second airport. Chairman Kim said in his closing remarks at the 377th preliminary session held on Thursday that the steering committee let the people down by delaying the decision that islanders have all been waiting for. Kim stressed that he will continue to seek ways to convey the will of the people to Seoul and make sure the provincial council plays its role faithfully. In related news, the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport has publicly refuted the Ministry of Environment's claim that the planned site of the island's second airport is inappropriate due to high risks of bird strike. The Land Ministry announced on Thursday that it conducted a survey on migratory bird sanctuaries and areas near the planned site as requested by the Ministry of Environment. Land Ministry officials concluded that there is a very low risk of collision between aircrafts and birds at the site. They added that the Land Ministry will prepare detailed measures to minimize impact on the environment based on the future environmental impact assessment. South Korea is taking steps toward free high school education. A bill to amend the Elementary and Secondary Education Act was passed at the National Assembly on Thursday. A revision bill of the Local Education Finance Subsidy Act was also passed at the National Assembly on the same day. Thus, authorities will begin free education for students in their second and third year of high school in 2020. The country will provide free education to all high school students starting in 2021. The Provincial Office of Education's budget for free high school education has also gained legal ground along with the national government's financial support. The province's plan to attract investment from France, Spain, and Germany for a month in November is raising controversy. The local government plans to attract investment in the cosmetics industry from France, smart city-related businesses from Spain, and electric vehicles and renewable energy from Germany this month. Local officials explained that this is to diversify the province's efforts to attract investment as they are currently limited to only certain industries and countries. However, critics are voicing out concerns about whether it is the right time for local officials to attend such matters while so many other domestic issues, such as the upcoming Provincial Council's plenary session for next year's budget review and the ongoing development projects, such as the Aura Tourism Complex, are at hand. The Teddy Valley Golf and Resort was listed in the national top 10 golf courses by the Seoul Economic Golf magazine. The Teddy Valley Golf and Resort introduced Bermuda grass for the first time in Korea. Thus, the resort's golf course is at its best quality throughout the year. The resort will offer promotions and discounts through this December to celebrate this event. It's time again for Film Focus. Here's Mike Lehman with a couple of new movies available now on KCTV's Beauty service.
Scottish country singers and men with only 24 hours to live. Feel-good Star is Born stories and action flicks where one super soldier kills about 1 billion people. There have been numerous takes on both these genres, with the recent A Star is Born coming to mind most readily, as well as movies like In Time and Crank. Some are great little flicks, delivering real feels and true drama. Others are pretty banal story-wise, but over the top enough when it comes to action to make up for it. So how do Wild Rose and 24 Hours to Live stack up? Well, load your gun and prep your pipes, because here we go. Welcome to another edition of Film Focus. I'm Mike Laidman.
Miss me?
Sometimes when you're feeling down, you just really need a movie that's going to put a little pep into your step. And that's where Wild Rose comes in. Rose Lynn is a young mother of 2. Recently released from prison, she's now doing her best to pick up her old life and get things back on track, all the while dreaming of becoming a country music star. So with such a stock premise, is there much to be gleaned here? The answer to that question is a solid yes. Jessie Buckley gives a screamer of her performance in her role as Rose, and the emotional complexity at play here is nothing short of wonderful. The movie is charming, for sure, but it doesn't sell itself short for cheap feel-good tingles. From its start to its end, the movie reminds us, ever so gently, that heartbreak can indeed be beautiful.
Take away your hope.
Had to
You've got a voice.
make my own
You've got something to say.
but you know that I had to.
Ethan Hawke doesn't immediately come to mind when thinking of action stars, but there's no denying he does a pretty darn good job of keeping the less than stellar plot of 24 Hours to Live held together. A career assassin is given a final chance at redemption when he is brought temporarily back to life by his employer after being killed on the job. I mean, that bit is certainly a twist, but the remainder of the plot is pretty by the numbers. But that doesn't mean it's not enjoyable. As long as you turn your thinking cap off and have a few pals over with whom you can laugh, Ethan Hawke will surprise you with the sheer awesomeness of the body count he manages to accumulate in such a short span of time.
My son.
So you can either walk away.
Join in the fun at Marados Marina for a busking performance. Fruit lovers won't want to miss the Jeju Citrus Expo in Seogwipo City. Enjoy a digital art exhibition of a fairy tale. Tomorrow, we expect skies to be clear in the morning but very cloudy in the afternoon. For more details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 14 and the afternoon high will rise to 22 degrees. Down south in Seogwipo, we expect a low at 15 in the morning and a high at 23 in the afternoon. Over in Seongsan, the temperatures will be 13 in the morning, warming up to 22 degrees. Across the island in Kosan, we expect a low of 15 and a high of 21 degrees. And up on the mountain at Songpanak, we'll hit a low of 8, topping off at 17 degrees. Out on the water, winds will be out of the north and northeast at a speed of 6 to 9 meters per second, with seas between 0.5 and 1 meter. And here's what's coming up. Thank you for joining us today at KCTV English News. Please follow us on YouTube at KCTV E-News Jeju and on KCTV's VOD service. Have a pleasant evening.